So this is better than the previous one.
Absolutely right. One camera is no good.
Are we live?
We are live on YouTube, not on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is still connecting, but I'm not sure if it's streaming here to the previous one or not. No, it's an old one. It says that it is connected, but it looks like it's not. Okay, it's on LinkedIn. So if it's on LinkedIn, should we start, right?
Let's go.
Yeah,
Some important things at the because the last 2 months we cut off the first seconds speech. My speed was so.
Oh, okay, but we're already live for 25 seconds already.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's great. Because you're running the live show.
Yes, we are. So, hey, hi. It's the second episode of Tech Humanizers, a very much opinionated tech show for founders who are spread thin between US and Europe.
Sound okay?
Yeah.
So I'm Conrad.
I'm Anna, and we are also founders. And the show is by founders.
All founders.
Exactly. So let's roll, right? Our first news is about AI, of course, and Frontier Labs, and so sort of a new kid in the street, thinking machines, not that new, right? Because the founder, Mira Murati, was the CTO of OpenAI. So basically, thinking machines are building an AI that actually listens while it talks. And it also sees what's happening while we're speaking. What do you think about it?
The first thought that came to my mind is like we are getting this. It's like watching the some sitcom of various like uh, founders, couples, and different founders. I just opened another news that Mike Mafia is starting startups in Europe. So we have this Mike Altman. So it's like a bunch of probably 1,000 engineers or something, various startups, various models, and competing with each other. But I like what is take on that and the fact that with interaction and humans as a part of the model actually.
Yeah, I think it's really cool because humans are still needed, and that's good news for us, right? For all of us. And but what I wanted to share with you, I'll share my screen in a moment to get you a bit of an opinionated opinion about sort of traditional media and about TechCrunch. And TechCrunch is reporting this cool news about totally new model that is seeing what's happening, that is actually answering as it's asking questions and grabbing the context. But what they are doing is they're using this nice photograph of Mira wearing this pink dress. And to me, it doesn't look really, professional because they could use an image while she is sitting at some conference. Or, like, I doubt that they would use sort of Altman's photographs wearing shorts in the beach. And I bet that they have these photographs. But I feel like women could be more thoughtful about how they picture another woman.
And Murad is not even like a marketing gala first person that might be somehow connected, but she's an engineer.
Exactly. She's a CTO, or maybe I don't know. Maybe there's no point. Maybe it was like the first image of Mira that they put real quick, and they had no time to choose it. But I really care about how women are sort of pictured in IT, especially. And to me, this is really, really, I don't know, degrading. I would not want women to be seen like this.
Wired doing much better, right?
Yeah, yeah. Let's check Wired. Wired looks really nice. What Wired is doing is probably using AI. Okay, I'm accepting it as we have no time. Yeah, this is how CTO can look like, should look like in media. And you know that's it's an opinionated show, right? Right. So, anyways, let's get back to the news itself. Um, I would say that this thing about human beings and AI cooperating is big now because last week I've seen this product that is actually using people to validate and review the output. Because these days we know that AI, Gen AI of 2026 is really cool, right? We're using it all the time, but it has its limitations like hallucinations, inventing things. And I always say that it's not a bug, it's a feature. That's how it is supposed to work because it's how it's trained. But, anyways, what's curious about is adding people to the equation. And as a solo founder, I really like this idea that I can run any reports, any marketing thing. I'm not a marketer per se, and I need, for example, business intelligence. And I would love a human being to validate it for me.
That's what we're actually doing in our company. Well, use a lot of AI
Right.
to uh, investigating the regulations in the various states and with medical products, but I get a lawyer with proficient in AI, but also clarifying all the news with the real regulations.
So yeah, but I think this product could be truly useful. What I'm missing a little bit in this one, I really like this idea, but when I saw the landing page first, I would expect it, to see some credentials, more of LinkedIn, because here I can see Sophia, and Sophia seems might be really nice because she's a former analyst at Deloitte, like 7 years, but there's no connection to real credentials, and Sophia's image looks totally AI to me. So I doubt that I could trust Sophia on my what she's doing, like yeah, analyst research.
I know because the you people now when I look at the person that's station, kind of damn it, it's a real person. Even if it's a real person, I'm not sure I'll always.
Yeah, I guess that it's this transition period, right? When we are so sort of drowning in AI slop, and we still do not know how to distinguish, and we will never know. Actually, probably there's no tool. I know that OpenAI tried to build a tool at some point to check if it's AI made or not AI made, and they dropped it because they realized it was not really possible. That's why I often see these days some tools that sort of check if it's AI, but people who are using it do not know that these tools are not trustworthy, just like AI. What did you want to say? Because I seem to interrupt you.
No, I'm just saying that that this information about AI now, but it's also not true. For example, I was posting something, adding some graphic from GPT, but I just avoided it by a screenshot and work to the moments they very easily avoidable.
Yeah, it is. Well, for me personally, I try to use only my content, like photographs, images. I have just one AI generated image picture of myself because I was hosting a Lovable hackathon and they had this tool that generated me with all these, pinkish lovable armor thing. And that's the only photograph that I have.
I am working on my pictures. I
Okay.
do want it to speak to because I have a lot of requests from people with my kind of health condition.
Yeah.
I can't transfer to everybody, and they want like to have the real can be transparent to my digital doing, but it can be a little bit human-like experience.
Mm-hmm. You mean talking to a digital twin can be human?
Yes,
How?
it's close to human experience. I mean, for example, we done research.
Yeah.
I remember when I was talking to one very good leopard Cambridge. He was connected to Harvard. So now I developed sense lab speech analysis tool. They were, for example, recording samples of speech and video from random participants. They were much more natural when they interacted with like bot very close to human speech was generated, human interaction was generated.
Okay.
You know, gets interacted by prompts. So I'm just comparing like real versus like the experience. You can interact with a real person, you can interact with a avatar,
Yeah.
just with the text and chatbot or just web page.
Yes.
So the avatar experience is much closer to human than interacting with the
Oh, okay.
or something.
Got it. I mean, you mean like Hey Jen style
Yeah.
avatar. Okay. 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 So, what are you using to build a twin?
So I usually now testing two solutions. One's Gaijin, they just released the number five model. Also, there's a very good program from Runway Startup. That's another one I'm testing. And with the voice, for this 11 labs, but we're also getting our own the models that we are testing. Um, and also the reasoning stack. So it's like the cloud plus our own knowledge.
Okay, that is cool. Yeah, I think I should try it as well because I have my Hey Jen account, but I've actually never really tried to.
I know that I'm about to record the like these 2 minutes of good studio quality. And I think it will give better results. The funny thing is that it improves my appearance. For example, I don't have my ideal tips.
Yeah.
So, by for example, one trial I did with the photo without this,
Right.
I like ideal white prototypical tips for me.
Right,
I
right.
would love to have. So you can then increase my like appearance and put in different gloves.
Yeah,
Amazing.
right. I'm in two minds about this one because on the one hand, it is good, but on the other hand, when I see this, polished skin and stuff, we already were broke by, I don't know, like fashion media and stuff, especially ladies wearing pink dresses as well, probably. But having all, like this ideal skin, ideal teeth. And now, I mean, you should not even probably, there's, I guess, two perspectives. You are not even trying to go there and use HN to get you nice skin, nice teeth, or you try so hard to be this ideal human being. And I don't know, the world is getting so, so complicated now.
So ideal, right?
So ideal.
Yeah, so I mean ideal in terms of like
Yeah,
the recent years of yeah of
exactly.
Instagram culture.
Exactly, exactly. It's still really weird to me. I would love it to go more into a natural thing and something real at least. But I think that we actually haven't done any news on this one, but I feel like these days offline economy it is growing actually really fast. I know many products like Pi in the US or Time Left in Europe.
What's that?
Pi, it is a platform. Yeah, I will show it. I will show it. It is a platform that helps people meet. It's like um it's not like Eventbrite because Eventbrite works like a platform. So you just, meet people and you need to sort of organize your event. But Pi, they help you to connect, I guess. They help you to connect, to invent a way to connect. So it helps you to really, get it going for real. Yeah, I cannot find it now.
It's one of my groups of welcoming the founders and what's up. I like I've seen um, the news of your market
Mhm.
and growing in real life economy like something special.
Exactly.
In real
Exactly.
life.
Yeah, I found the co-founder of this product, and it's Andy Dunn. And I know that he started probably in one of the US cities like around a year ago. I haven't seen much about how the product is developing actually, but I think it's a really, really cool idea to help people shape this real life. Because I really like this story. A friend of mine, she's a developer and she's a millennial, just like myself. And some developers on her team are like Zoomers. And what they're asking her when she says, like, okay, we hung out with friends this weekend. We went, I don't know, to the beach or something, probably somewhere around San Francisco. And Zoomers are honestly asking her, like, and how do you arrange this one? I mean,
The organized
yes, exactly.
sure.
Because they are more familiar um, about organizing around playing a game, for example, online, right? And it's working for them. But when they see that, okay, people are actually working on, something else in their life, on connection, on anything like it, yeah, so probably it's a nice market. I've also been to one of the events in Warsaw, and there was this really, really cool team of two people, I guess, developer and a marketer, and they were building a very similar thing for Warsaw because they spent some time in San Francisco and they really liked the vibe about how many events are happening, and they wanted to bring this vibe to Warsaw. I unfortunately haven't heard. Sorry, not good news, right? But in 2 months, I haven't heard like that they launched their product, but the idea is really
Yeah.
cool.
Then it came it really connects to what uh, Paul Graham said recently. I don't like that, but
Oh no, no. Okay, you're saying I don't like the guy. Okay. I don't like the guy of Y Combinator. Okay. I'm not accepted, right?
you,
Okay, I don't like some stories about attitude, but these are really old stories.
yeah, but I'm saying that what's cool about San Francisco at the moment, what he said that it's the place where actually the biggest evolution since the invention of computers, internet is happening there, and that's the place to be. And spontaneous, there is this word in the English language, serendipity.
Serendipity. Yes. Yes.
That's something that's amazing because he turned a little of the expression how to spread why such meetings better sometimes than planned meetings because you have to very quickly accept the rejection of a very nice filter at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to participate or not? And you don't have expectations. Because
What kind of event do you mean? I
was in
didn't.
Europe at some it was in Europe at some Swedish conference
Uh-huh.
inviting startups to join my combinator of San Francisco.
Okay.
And when in terms of Warsaw, I also started noticing this happening.
Yes, it's happening.
over the last 2 weeks, I met like coffee shop, and some fellow funder or fellow investor. It's been a very productive random conversation.
Okay, random is cool, of course. It's really, I guess, you cannot plan the random. It should be somehow happening, right? To go somewhere.
The place.
Probably, yeah. I guess probably, yeah. You're right. So I found the pie thing, and it, but it's actually working. Maybe they do not have like thousands of users. I'm sharing it now, but it might be a thing. I know that Time Left is getting bigger in Berlin, in other cities in Europe, and in Warsaw as well. They are making the dinners with strangers. I'm not sure about, I never attended. Again, I'm just telling you the stories. What I do is I arrange meetings like this. When I go to a city, I always arrange a dinner with everyone I know. And people say that it's like the best thing because it's last minute, maybe like few days.
Your parties are the best ones.
Uh, People say this.
You should try my parties as well.
Okay, we should do it. We should do it. Maybe we should get a cool big party in Warsaw. You can come over. For example, if you are in San Francisco and you're watching us, you can take a direct flight by lot because they,
Oh yeah, that's quite a news.
yeah, it's really cool news because it takes you 12 hours of a direct flight, no changing, no, you can still work on board the plane or not, maybe disconnect. I love disconnecting and watching movies during flight, like in
I'm
old
always,
times.
I'm always inspired. I like watching the movies that actually trigger the inspiration for the company or my scientific work or my life.
Exactly. Psychological advice, because part of the show is about this
I
one.
remember watching Willy Wonka,
Yeah.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah. What did you get out of it?
Perseverance, goal,
Okay.
is very important feature for founders.
That's true.
So starting from economic side of it, it's like I love those Alice in Wonderland as well. Super cool.
Okay, that sounds really cool. See, I found this time lapse thing. Because now we're going unprepared. Our conversation is getting into like a random direction. Because we
I love something about yours.
Okay, go for it. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Just recently that I just ran a prompt on Gemini, OpenAI, Claude. So I just my approach to acquiring concept things now
Yeah.
generally any research at the moment it requires recent research. This one, uh, Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, this direction usually.
Mm-hmm.
Compare the news.
Okay.
And what's nice that Claude is using Reuters news, so it's the
Claude or
no OpenAI.
yeah, because
ChatGPT.
Claude gets you lots of anthropic news. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I mean, they're like rocking it now, right?
Yeah, it's funny because out of the I asked Claude about the most important news. The first news is about Anthropic. Why?
Actually, why? Why? Maybe because it's, like it has this huge valuation now, bigger than anyone else. So I would say probably, there's no totally not opinionated news because any media outlet is owned by someone. I mean, we're not. That's why we are independent, but we are opinionated as human beings.
Can go wrong?
Exactly.
Agendas.
Yes, exactly.
And,
So go ahead. Go ahead with the news. What did you want to share?
like buying technologies by other companies. So the flow of technology, flow of money, that's what they're bringing. And what we can see from the like, it's like 20 news is the biggest companies are acquiring smaller companies that are doing the models closer to real life problem specific tasks. For example, we can see that Anthropic acquires Stateless, and it's like the tool that develop SDKs. So it's like the software used mainly by AI labs. It's funny, don't know percentages in quant friend because they're the biggest user of Anthropic and OpenAI tokens on this whole flow of. So that's
Yeah.
basically they're buying the companies and paying each other like it's like being a small world of 1,000 engineers.
Maybe, and also maybe some people say like AI doomers, skeptics, and pessimists of AI world are saying that actually it's the biggest capital allocation in the whole humanity history, and that at some point we just drop using AI for development and stuff, and like really cool senior developers would have to fix everything and stop all of it.
Yeah, actually, like the funny Wall Street news from that. Oh, let's get real. Oh, Anthropic is no, Nvidia is 5.7 trillion. 5.7 trillion now. Uh, it's 3 times more
Mhm.
than the all farmland in Australia.
Okay.
It's produce quite a lot of food.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Feeding so many people.
Yeah, so it's like funny how big is it? And it's probably a little bit of a bubble, but I like also how to use this bubble for good.
Exactly.
I know you are. We had a discussion yesterday about
Yes.
Nvidia's CEO Jason Wang, and he was saying that we finally get forces to the green economy because we have 1,000 more. So my ideal scenario would be
Okay.
to invest, because of the need for energy for AI, invest in this green economy, and then kind of slowly stop
Slowly stuff.
the AI.
Okay. Speaking of strategies, right? But who should be doing it? Who do you think is in charge? Who has all the power?
Yeah, it's very good question.
Probably Elon thinks that he does. Actually,
For sure think that it should get the power, right?
yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Not sure that that much power. I just don't think that any human being should have that much power to be
That much capital, that's insane.
balanced. I don't know about capital. I don't know. He can still, I don't know, maybe could put it into charity at some point, and that would be really, really cool decision of him. I hope that he will at some point, unless he lives forever. Like he collapsed with Brian Johnson.
So, downstairs. Uh, but
I think that he still looks much better than he did when he was younger.
oh yeah, maybe.
Really, really.
But some players,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
transplanted.
yeah. But
Maybe a brain could be transplanted as well.
brain, I don't think that Elon needs it still. Maybe some, qualities, but generally the brain is totally unique in a way.
And it's funny, just now when I was seeing the episode of Elon Musk this week,
Yeah.
I was in the context of Sam Altman trial.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
4 weeks now. A lot of statements from both sides. We
Yeah.
don't know about it. It started as a charity. They don't want them to take the control.
Yeah, but it's ended.
Is it?
It's ended.
Final news.
Yeah, I got the news in the morning that the trial of the century ends, and they just said that like it's too late for Elon to, ask for any change, and that's pretty much it.
So that's that.
That's that. Like Gary Marcus reports on his newsletter, we will never know what the world might look like had OpenAI been forced to fully follow its original mission. And the original mission was that it's a nonprofit for the benefit of humanity, not OpenAI and Microsoft. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
What the trial was.
Um, it's like breaking news, New York Times, like 16 hours ago.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so Monday. So after 4 weeks, that concluded with like
Yeah.
this is Basically, I don't know those. That's basically the
Pro Kind of, yes, that it's like not legitimate. Like the procedure of changing it all right now is illegitimate.
I'm seeing on my Google and all the values in the Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
Gary Vance, Victor de Altman, Miles Boluses.
Yeah.
So like all these media say that Victor de Altman.
Yeah. 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 That's it. We actually talked about it last week, and I think that we were idealistic and hoped that, okay, that could be, like this precedent of a company, the biggest company, the fastest growing company going after the mission. But it's not. We're still in the capitalistic world. And yeah.
I'm still in this US bubble, so I was also watching this Trump's visit to China.
Okay.
Those guys.
I haven't. What's the news? I've seen that US dollar is growing based on the news.
A bunch of CEOs, also Jason Wang, Elon Musk,
Yeah, yeah.
they were basically doing some deals to. Um, but what really worries me
Mm-hmm.
is my 19th. So we had like the meeting between Trump and Putin in Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
The Trump's meeting with Xi Jinping from China. And tomorrow they're meeting with Xi and Putin are meeting. And I'm like, I'm not looking forward towards the new world where these three guys are dividing the power because unfortunately our region is not in Trump's interest and it's not in Xi Jinping's interest, it's in Putin's interest.
Uh, our region, you mean Europe or Eastern Europe? What do you mean?
Region, I mean Belarus, Ukraine, Lithuania, Poland,
Okay.
these regions.
Yeah, but this region has always been on its own, right? So not very much new thing. That's why what I'm saying is that we are normally as tech people are spread between, US as founders with operations there.
Yeah, but still, but I still I think that this geopolitical context, Europe, for example, Europe is from there as well that Mistral, France, and Belgium is the best at the moment. Yeah, I still don't think they're in the first league, but we need this because they are using it for the war basically, for the drones, for the intelligence.
Yes, they do. They already had, I guess, a defense contract in France because it's well, the product is based in France, and they are. And as you rightly mentioned, that the valuation is probably of Mistral last that I've seen last week, I guess, was around 11 billion, and Anthropic's last was 1 trillion, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it's like different, totally different kind of scale, I would say.
Yeah, unfortunately, this scale, I would bet that's my very doomsday scenario.
Yeah.
But I would bet that what Trump is trying to do and Putin and all these guys,
Yeah.
they're trying to kind of divide the world into two areas of interest.
Mm-hmm.
Concerning context of new technologies where startups are present, the AI, drones,
Mm-hmm.
computer vision, all of that, physical world models.
Yeah.
I believe that China would like to sell its technology to Russia
Mm-hmm.
and US to Europe.
Probably.
Yes, it's like a battlefield to test the new AIs. That's my doomsday scenario.
Well, but as we discussed in our previous episode, there is a program in, I think it's based in Germany, but it's available for whole Europe, and we can still apply till May 29th and create our own model, actually, with a good funding. Not as good as where OpenAI had, of course, but it's still viable because OpenAI were early, they were innovators, pioneers, I would even say. And now it's like much easier and we can go after it as well. So what I was sharing is actually that United States and China are sort of in the same position. And I heard this in terms of innovation of AI. I've heard this comment, I guess, of the CEO, probably of Google AI main lab, and he said that this gap is around 6 months these days. So China is like lagging behind six. Europe is not in the picture at all. So this initiative and the agency spring is trying.
So yesterday, European Innovation Council dropped a new initiative
Okay.
with 5 billion scale that Europe found.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, there's no rules yet how it will work,
Mm-hmm.
but it will be presented in June 3rd. And the new fund manager at the European Innovation Council Summit. So European Innovation Summit is like the conference by the European Innovation Council. The one is that Pathfinder Accelerator, the biggest startup grants in
Okay.
Europe. But now they're doing the scale up fund,
Mm-hmm.
substantial 5 billion investment for that.
Yeah, I have a question here because I am myself at this crossroad between, like business, VC funded thing, and grant funded, like state supported. I have no idea how it works, but I may need to sort of transfer my startup into this domain. But somewhere on the inside, intuitively, I kind of feel that this type of funding is, I wouldn't want to be judgmental, but I will be here because I feel like it's not fueling speed competition.
That's very fun that that when was participating some of them,
Yeah.
they got accelerators,
Okay.
which actually slowed us down.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
So you have to be very mindful with which program to choose. So that is kind of, I would say, two different Europe,
Yes. Yes.
two different schemes.
Mm-hmm.
Then you cannot apply yourself through some startup programs.
Yeah.
You can go with the bureaucracy, etc. yourself.
Yeah.
But also, that's not the best scheme. But what's actually is good is that this is better and better job in Warsaw and Schwarzschild. So some of them are really good. Some of them starting to be better. But
Yes. Go
I
ahead.
just wanted to finish that to tell you that, for example, VCs are 60% government funded as well.
VCs.
Yeah, so
Really? In Poland or?
yes,
Okay, I didn't know that.
so that's like that. Another scheme, in my opinion, better with a fewer ecosystem
Mm-hmm.
that you're giving like limited VC from the firebox publishers oil best 5 million. 3 million goes from the government, 2 million goes from MPs. So it's a big incentive for the fund and for the investors to invest here because the government subsides income amount of it. But it's still a big private component as well.
But it's still, I feel like it still undermines, this choosing process when you are sort of less scared about losing the money. Okay, it's like 60% governmental money. I can go like, I don't know, 80% loss.
But that's that's true for the startups that
I mean VCs as well. It's not like it's not investors' money. It's not this cool angel investor that is my LP now.
but there's also I mean that's the mindset that's kind of correcting towards the European mindset problem.
Mm.
Because what I mean that in the US, what I'm hearing from other startup founders or
Yes.
investors,
Yes.
they're saying, I give you 5 to 10% for survival. I will invent in you. That's what they're saying.
What do you mean 5 to 10 percent?
When investors see the potentially unicorn startups,
Yes.
this on their assessment would be you 5 to 10% of survival chance. That's quite a good.
It's a good one. I mean, it's stats.
When I see some European investors, I think that their approach is that it should be successful. Yes.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to say because I feel like in Europe they either when we invest into something that is like totally validated, even the funds that I would never ask their money, but they approach me and tell me I approach, for example, I approach them very early, but if I had traction, I would never talk to them, you
Yeah.
know. And they're saying, okay, get me a traction. I'm like, okay, I'm not doing it because it's not worth it. I mean, this is not the smart money that I want in my company.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Too opinionated podcast, right?
yeah, I mean, what I'm saying about this governmental funds,
Yes.
it's a good, what good prefer is doing because knowing the current investor mindset, subsiding their risk appetite a little bit
Yeah.
is actually a good thing to start.
Oh, okay. So you think that it's about being more risk averse for them now?
Yes,
I
so,
like this hypothesis.
so it's like, for example, if they invest in a startup that got like 10 or 15 or 20 chance of
Yes.
success,
Yes.
you know, they're more incentivized to take more risk because more than half of the money is not theirs or
Mm-hmm.
their at least actually.
Hopefully, if it can change the psychology, because it's really hard. It's one of the
It's also
hardest
change
things.
that there was no capital for there was a kind of drought in capital, but there was a lack of between governmental fundings. Like 2 years ago, now some funds are funded with the subsidies from the government as well. So it's getting better and better.
All right, then I guess we should invite some expert who would tell us because I've really seen a post put by one of the experts on Poland exactly that for a while there were these funds like governmental led funds that helped companies grow and they sort of expected that so many companies would grow out of it and these companies would fuel new ones like this PayPal mafia. They say that now there's like Lovable Mafia or 11 Labs Mafia. Maybe, but it didn't happen.
Didn't volunteer.
Yes, somehow it didn't happen here. Wondering why? Because normally incentives they do help in other countries, in my experience, but not in this case. My hypothesis now is that people are just, moving to accept and incorporate in Delaware, and that's it, and they just do not stick or stay. But that's my totally opinionated, not stat supported opinion.
Wondering why we're about all of these startups that are doing, especially defense stuff. We'll go to San Francisco. We'll be left for the legacy of Putin and Xi Jinping here. That's my doomsday day today.
Yeah, probably. Lack of mercy, I would say. Okay, so did you want to talk about anything else today?
Yes, I mean, some more like European, because to give some hope of the Israel, at least I'm also this argumenting with the European government, with the French government, but also it's applied buying some physical AI startup. For example, they buy, they announced that they're buying Austin startup AI. So, and they specialize in models capable of handling complex physics such as airflow, transfer, and material stress. I don't know the details behind this theory, behind this model, but kind of shows the sentiment and direction towards more physical models.
Okay.
The other reason, the other kind of sentiment that's happening in the US is
Mhm.
towards computing and hardware, new ways of computing, and maybe similar things will happen in Europe as well.
We'll see about that. Yeah, I just wanted to share some really practical thing, still not European based, but probably not probably, but 100% better is because Anthropic split subscription billing. They split agents and so chat subscriptions. It means that running Claude Code will be much more expensive these days. Yeah, beware and try to, split between or experiment with open source with new models. Maybe Gemma by Google is really tiny one, still breaks my laptop, but if you have at least Mac Mini or maybe M5, if you have a Mac, I guess it could be a way. If you're still small, if you're bigger, uh, bigger scale, bigger problems. So yeah, um,
Should be doing more about this conversation we're getting now about the culture around the European sovereignty,
yeah,
about the culture inside startups in terms of this models, because it's all the big AI stuff, that is the practical implications.
yeah, we will ask us questions, ask what you want to know, what you want us to talk about or dig into, probably, or who you want us to invite, because we want to have guests.
From week 7 as planned.
Yes, from week 7 as planned. I mean, if someone really cool, like, I don't know, Dario sends us an email, we'll be happy to have him, of course, or like anyone top tier, or Mistral 11 Labs are also so welcome. We are really admiring what they are doing in Europe as well and staying in Europe, not moving yet. So yeah, probably for today, this is it. And
Yes, we are telling demonizers. We are every week on Tuesday on LinkedIn, YouTube.
grab your second coffee, 12:30 p.m., and join us. See ya. Thank
See ya.
you. Bye bye.